Hi, today I would like to teach you how to find the mass percents of nitrogen, hydrogen, sulfur, and oxygen in ammonium sulfite. First thing is we got to find that total mass. I have a table to help us out with that. And then we can find those percentages easy as pie. Take a look. Bam! So the first step of the process is we're going to write down the elements we have in the compound. So nitrogen, hydrogen, sulfur, and oxygen. Then we're going to identify the number of atoms of each, and that's where the subscripts come into play. Now, if you don't see a subscript at the bottom of the element, just simply put a 1 there because that's what it is assumed to be. Now, to find the total number of nitrogen, it's going to be 1 here multiplied by the outer subscript. Okay? Since this is in parentheses, you have to always take into account that outer subscript. So the total amount of nitrogen is found by taking 1 and multiplying it by 2, so that's 2. Hydrogen, therefore, would be taken, we will be taking the 4 and multiplying it by the 2, so that would be 8. Sulfur, there is only 1. There is no outer subscript there. And the oxygen is indeed 3. Okay? And then we're simply going to take those number of atoms and multiply it by the mass of each element. Periodic table. So the masses here are 1.01 for hydrogen, 14.01 for nitrogen, oxygen is 16, and sulfur is going to be 32.07. So that's what we're going to write down. 14.01, 1.01, 32.07, and 16. Yeah, you start to do this long enough, you memorize the numbers. I'm not sure what that does for you in life, but you know. Then to find the total mass of the compound, you're simply going to multiply this row and across. So that's going to be 28, or excuse me, to find the total mass of the element in the compound. I'm not sure if I said that right. But anyway, now I did. So we're going to find the total mass of the nitrogen is going to be 28.02. Hydrogen is going to be 8.08. Sulfur is going to be 32.07. And oxygen, therefore, is going to be 48. Okay? Then to find the total mass of the compound, which is what we're interested in, got to add this whole column up, okay? So that's 116.17 units of mass. And there you have it, right? That's the total mass of the compound. That was the first step. Now that we have that total mass, I'm going to add a column to the table, and it's going to be so straightforward how to find those percentages. Watch. Bam. So to find the mass percent of nitrogen, we're going to take the total mass of that nitrogen, 28.02, divide it then by the total mass of the entire compound, hence why we had to do that first. And I like to set this up in this way because now it tells us exactly what we need to do to calculate that percent. We're only going to be looking at this column, all right? So the total percentage here of nitrogen is going to be 24.12%. Same thing now for hydrogen. Watch how routine this becomes. 8.08 divided by 116.17 times that by 100, and it simply works out to 6.96%. All right, same thing now we're going to do for sulfur. 32.07 divided by 116.17 times 100. See how fast this can become? So this is 27.61%. And then last but not least, we'll do oxygen. So that's going to be 48.00. You don't really need the zeros for the calculation, but you might with the sig figs. Depending upon your teacher, you know, you might lose, I don't know, 110 points on the problem and wind up with a negative 10 on the test. Yeah, so 41.32. All right. And that takes care of that. If you know what I'm talking about there with your sig figs, leave a comment below. All right, and if you added this up, it should be basically equal to 100%, okay? I could make like a little smiley face out of that, could I? Yeah, it kind of looks like that. Cool. Thanks for watching.